Hello and welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. Today is Tuesday and I was hoping to get this in good lighting so we could start the vlog off well, but the day's kind of just got away from me. So we're in the dodgy lighting. I'm sat on the floor, like in the best worst lighting in the room. So hopefully it's okay to watch. Today's been eventful. Well, not that eventful. I was just up very early so I'm a bit knackered because the cat had his balls chopped off this morning. So yes, we've just been spending it. Oh, here he is. You say him? Oh, he's gone. There you go. The patient of the hour. So we're just trying to stop him from like licking it basically all the time. But yes, so did that. Had a seminar, which was interesting, kind of. Wasn't my favourite. The tutor makes a big difference with seminars, I think, at university or at any class, anything that you have to be taught something. It is the teacher and the seminar tutor that makes the difference about whether or not you like the module. I always think so. Yeah, not the biggest fan, but it's okay. She does put me to sleep a little bit, so I'm even more tired now. So, what are we reading? What are we reading today, this week even? I started last week the Mask and Mirrors, if you saw that weekly reading vlog. I've read quite a bit, so I'm currently like 288 pages, so I'm nearly halfway, and I'm enjoying it so far. There are bits of it that kind of throw me a little bit. It is written by two different authors, and then this is just their kind of pen name for both of them. But there are like, I don't know if it's just something they wanted or if it's one of the authors that did it, so that's why I don't notice it as much or what. But sometimes in the speech, they'll just start talking like Yoda or something. Like, the word order will go all funny. And it's like, oh, you one not went there. And it's like, why are you speaking like that? Like it'll be even in just like a couple of sentences of writing it, only that one sentence will have it and the rest will be normal. So I don't get it. I don't get why those random lines are thrown in there. And I didn't notice it at the start, so I don't know if that's a new development or what, or I don't know. But I find it weird. If someone can explain that to me that's read it, maybe I'm missing something, maybe it's like I don't know, maybe I'm missing something, but I don't think I am. I think it is just a little bit random. But I am enjoying the storyline so far. It is moderately paced. It's not the fastest thing in the world, and a lot of the times I feel like things happen that I expect to be really dramatic, but they just kind of don't quite have that payoff. I don't know if that's me personally. So I think perhaps if those had better payoff, it would feel more fast paced because you'd be like wanting to turn the page a little bit faster. Whereas it's just kind of like a steady, ongoing trundle. You know, that sounds really bad, but I am actually enjoying it. Like it's not that difficult to focus on it. Is it going to be a 5-star read? Probably not. It's probably going to be around a 4-star read. At the moment, that's what I'm feeling. The ending could change it all. So stick around to find out how that goes, because I'm hoping to finish this week in the next like 3 days, because I've got about 300 pages left, hoping to smash out 100 pages a day and finish this by then. Then, because if you also watched last week's video, I promised that I was going to start the 5th season by N.K Jemisin, because I've been promising to read this for months now, and I really do want to read it. There's just so much that I want to read, so I'm hoping to start this. I'm hoping actually to finish this week, and then maybe if I do that, then start Robin Hobb's Assassin's Apprentice, just because this is a nice little short one that will kind of maybe give me a little bit of a break from some of like the heavy kind of commitment fantasies that I've been reading. Obviously these are both the first books in series, so I might get attached to the series and want to just absolutely marathon this, which could be a possibility and one that I am totally open to doing. So yes, that's the plan, that's my thoughts so far. The patient's doing okay, aren't you, buddy? Leo, aren't you doing good? You ain't got no balls, but you're fine. I shall do some reading and then I shall update you on how it's going, because that's what we do in reading vlogs. See them. Why do books always kill off my favourite characters? It's so annoying. So there are like a few characters in this book that I generally like, you know, that are just nice characters. There are not enough nice characters in books. They're always like, you know, they've got this edge to them. They got this deep, mysterious past. And there's always that one token nice character. And they always get killed. They're always the funny one, the friend, The one you want to be friends with. You know the one? I don't want to spoil anything. I didn't even know he died at first. Like, I didn't even realise he was dead. Until like a few pages after. And then I realised he died. I didn't want him to die though. I thought he was a really good character. I thought he was going to be really good, and I was excited to see how he developed. And now he's dead. Why? Why do that? Oh well. I can't believe they killed him off. That's so mean. I didn't even realise he died. I didn't even realise until they were crying by the fact that he died. And I was just like, what? He died? I just thought he got a bit hurt, you know? I didn't think he died. Apparently he died though. So now he's dead. Okay, I'm gonna go read more. I can't believe he died. Hello and good morning. It is currently Wednesday. I'm about to go to the library, but a parcel just arrived. It's very exciting, so I thought I'd show you. It is the second half of the books I ordered last week. So 3 more books coming your way. And they just arrived. So I actually ordered these from Foyles. I had a gift card, like a national book token, and you can't use them online on Waterstones for some reason. You can only really use it on Foyles. So I used it on Foyles. There is a break in the packaging. Hopefully the books are okay. So let's open. What is it? What is it? He just wants to be close. So the first book we have is The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. So I have been meaning to read this for a while. I watch Frolic Through Fiction's videos. I have for years now, and this is one of her favourite series, so I have been meaning to pick it up. Every time she talks about it, it reminds me that I should have. But obviously the 4th book in the series has just been released, so I need to catch up basically, and read this before obviously reading that. Hopefully I'll enjoy it. I think the thing that's put me off is that I don't really tend to read like urban fantasy, kind of paranormal. Is it paranormal? I don't think so. But like psychic, what's it called? Where it's like brain, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not talking much sense. I don't really read that much of that kind of fantasy, so that's what put me off picking this up. But I'm excited because I have read one other Samantha Shannon book, and that was obviously Priory of the Orange Tree. So I enjoyed it. It was just a bit long, a bit heavy-winded for me. I would have preferred it in a series. So I think hopefully this will suit me a little bit better. We'll see. Clairvoyancy. Clairvoyancy. Ooh. Okay. It's to do with clairvoyancy. And I think it's like a alternate reality London based thing. Intriguing. The next book we have is The Lies of Lochlamora. Is it Lochlamora or Lochmore? I always say Lochlamore, but maybe it's Lochlamora, by Scott Lynch. This is, I feel like a classic kind of modern fantasy. I don't know when it was published. It was first published in 2006. So, 14 years ago now. And it's meant to be very good, so I purchased it. I don't really know what it's about. There's this one and another book I always get confused by. So the Thorn of Comor is said to be an unbeatable swordsman, a master thief, a friend to the poor, a ghost that walks through walls. Slightly built and bravely competent with a sword, Lochlamore is, much to his annoyance, the fabled Thorn. And while Loch does indeed steal from the rich, who else would be worth stealing from, the poor never see a penny. All of Loch's gains are strictly for himself and his tight-knit band of thieves, the gentleman's bastards. The capricious, colourful underworld of the ancient city of Comor is the only home they've ever known, but now a clandestine war is threatening to tear it apart. Caught up in the mundane, murderous game, Loch and his friends are suddenly struggling to stay alive. So I think that'll be interesting. I'm reading a lot of kind of like underworld thieving books at the moment. I'm reading one, The Mask of Mirrors, but it goes with the same theme. And then the third and final book is, I think it's like a collection of short stories that's to do with Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere. Don't know, that's a bit damaged though. Look at that. That's not what we like to see. But you know what? It's going to get damaged anyway, isn't it? When we read it, that's pretty damaged though. So this is a collection of 9 works originally published individually, but have been collated for the first time and convey the true expanse of the cosmos. Telling the ancient tales Sanderson fans have come to expect, Arcanium Unbound includes the Hugo Award-winning novella The Emperor's Soul, an excerpt from the graphic novel White Sands, and the never-before-published Stormlight Archive novella Edge Dancer, which is the novella I need to read before I can continue on reading the Stormlight Archive. So that's why I purchased that, because I would like to continue with that. Oh look, there's the text, so that's quite cool. The only thing I haven't read in the Cosmate is the rest of the Stormlight Archive and Mistborn Era 2. So I think I could probably read most of these books, these short stories, if not all of them, but I haven't properly looked into it. So yes, those are the 3 books that I have purchased. I'm excited to read all of them very soon, and I better go to the library. So I'll catch you up with an update on Mask of Mirrors later, probably this evening, if not tomorrow, because I do have some thoughts that I would like to share with you about it. It's getting pretty good. Happy Thursday, everyone. It is currently Thursday, and it is almost 6 o'clock, so it's a bit late in the day, but, you know, sometimes it just goes like that. I had a seminar this morning. Leo had his post-op checkup. I had to edit a video, filmed a video, and I edited an Instagram photo which will be going up soon. It's a new style of photo that I have gone for, so nervous to see how it goes down, but also excited because I quite like editing photos like that. I like how other people do it like that, so I'm hoping to do a bit more. It will be posted, I think, but when this video is up, so if you fancy checking out, please go and do that. I shall link it in the description box if you want to. So I thought I'd just give you a little update. I have 130 or 115 pages left of The Mask of Mirrors. I am planning to finish it tonight. That is the goal for the rest of the evening. So I think it's doable. I mean, we got, was it 6 o'clock now? We got 6 hours still till the end of the day. So it'll happen, it'll happen. What are my thoughts on it so far? It has got more interesting. There was a bit like 100 or so pages ago that was very trepidatious, I don't know. That really got my intrigue. So it's picking up it towards the end. Definitely more intrigued to see how it's going. The main thing that is pulling me through at the moment is not necessarily the main plot, I don't think, but there is a character in it called the Rook, who's this kind of like Robin Hood character who comes in and saves the people, but you can't see him, or well, you can see him, but he's in like a cloak and you can't see his face, so no one knows who he is. He's been around for like hundreds of years, so clearly it's like passed on, and all the way through it you're kind of trying to guess who it is, and I'm hoping that at the end of the book you actually find out who it is, because at the moment that's really what's drawing me through, is I want to know who he is. Yeah, so it's weird. It's not like it's got an overarching plot. So like Six of Crows, for example, you know there are thieves. They're very quickly established that they're going to break into this prison, and that's the goal till the end of the book. Whereas this, like, obviously she is like a thief character and her goal is to con these people, but it quickly becomes clear that that's not going to happen. You know, the whole kind of trope where she becomes like friends with them and she doesn't want to con them, that quickly becomes clear. So you know that's not going to be the ending. So then you kind of don't really have a solid plot running through it that you're aware of. So I don't really know how the ending's going to go. Also could be because I don't really understand the political system. It has quite a lot, I think, to do with that, and I'm not very good at picking up on that or memorising those kind of things. So I have kind of forgotten what that would be. I do think if you're interested in like tarot magic, that kind of thing, and that kind of like spiritually fate but predicting things, then I think you'll enjoy the magic system in this. There seems to be 2 systems, one that is based on numbers, and they go up 1 to 9, and they work by drawing diagrams kind of, and that's how that magic system works. But then there's another magic system that kind of goes against that, and it's more to do with like predicting and fate, and it's less certain. I would say it was very much inspired by tarot cards, because they have cards and they predict your past, present and future and aspects of your life through it. So that's quite interesting. That didn't really become quite apparent till halfway through. There's not a lot of info dumping in this book, and I'm quite a fan of info dumping. I like it when they do that because it grounds me a little bit. Obviously you don't want too much that you're bored, but I like just to kind of have a sense of what's going on. Whereas there was a little bit, I think, in like chapter 2 of this book, but apart from that I wasn't aware of any, and you don't really know what's going on at all, ever. So it's not very clear. throughout the book. Sorry, ran out of memory. Are you focused? Are you not focused, man? There you go. Even then, I'm not 100%. I don't know what I was saying. I'm not gonna lie. I know I said even then, but I don't know what the even then bit was. Okay, so we're gonna move on. So yes, I'm interested to see how it goes. I don't know what I'm gonna rate it at the moment. The ending could change it. We'll see. We'll see. I'll get back to you when I'm finished. Guess who forgot to do any more videos for the vlog? Me. So it's currently Monday and I forgot to wrap up this vlog. I forgot to actually just do the rest of the vlog after I last spoke to you. But I kind of didn't read for a while. I did finish The Mask of Mirrors and I did start the 5th season, so I will talk about that now. But I didn't read for like 2 days, so that's kind of why. So Mask of Mirrors, what did I think about it? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this book, I actually did, even though I didn't understand what was going on 70% of the time. So there needs to be more info dumping in this for me. I need to be spoken to a little bit more plainly, because I didn't understand the political system. There was a bit too many elements to it for me to follow. There was too many titles and things and I did get confused, even though I said, oh, I read all these things and I don't think it's confusing. It is a little bit confusing, I have to agree. People in the same ranking call people different things to the people in the ranking below that will call them. So below people will be calling them something and then you'll not remember who that person is and then you'll realise, oh, actually it's that person, and then you're like, what? Leo, what are you doing? Oh yeah. So yeah, that was confusing and the political system was just a bit too much for me. I struggle with political systems in books anyway. I can't follow them very easily basically, and this was just like, there seemed to be like 2 or 3 going on in the minute. The magic system I think actually is quite interesting. I think you'll definitely like it. The finale was very interesting though, and I did enjoy it and I did stick with it. Like, it wasn't so confusing that I couldn't enjoy it even though I didn't understand most of it. I do think it would have just been a little bit better. I just felt like I was reading it to kind of like go along for the ride, not necessarily to know what's going on. That was a really bad analogy. I don't know, I want other people to read it. I don't think I've actually read or seen anyone reading it in like a reading vlog, so I'd be interested to see how people else have read this and come across it and like what their thoughts are on it, just to see if I'm alone on this confusing journey that I've been on. But I actually did really like it, so I wouldn't be put off by reading it. I would just maybe pay attention to it more than I did, and maybe you'd be okay. So yes, I read that, and then I started the 5th season yesterday, and I actually zoomed through it and I read the first 100 pages in like, I don't know, a short time for me. So I'm actually really enjoying it. It's quite addictive. It is surprisingly heavy. I don't know, I think this must be an adult fantasy because we're following 3 storylines, and one storyline follows a woman whose son has just been murdered by her husband, so that's heavy. The second is a storyline about, we've only had 1 chapter from her so far, but it's about a girl who is living within this compound that all the magic people live in. They're seen as evil by the normal people because they cause, I think, like earthquakes, and they can kill you very quickly and destroy entire villages very quickly. So they are murdered and hunted, I think, by normal people if they're found out. But if not, then they can go to this compound that trains them to control their magic, I think. But she is in this compound learning to what I just said, and they want to reproduce and make more of these magical people, so she's being forced to have intercourse with this other man who also doesn't want to do it. So like, that's kind of verging on, you know, so that's heavy to read. And then we follow a 3rd storyline which you think is all happy-dory, and then you read the 2nd chapter of it and actually it's not as happy-dory as you think. So it follows a little girl who's discovered to be one of these people. So one of the men from the compound place has come and he's called her guardian, so he's meant to look after her, make sure she doesn't hurt anyone with her magic and kind of train her, I believe. And you know, she's very young sounding, I think, from reading it. You know, he seems really nice and everything, and then you find out no, he's not, and he just broke her hand because he wants her to have pain and see if she can control her magic. And you're like, what am I reading? So it is very heavy. That is obviously, I think, just the setup of the tone, so I don't think I've spoiled anything there. Yeah, didn't expect that, but it is actually really good. Also, the storyline that follows the mum is very intense because it's spoken in second person, so it's like, you are doing all this. So that is, yeah, that's quite heavy as well. Just that change in perspective. And it took me a while to get into that because reading it like that, I think, is quite a challenge. But I've read 2 of her chapters now, and I'm actually finding it fine. The prologue as well is quite weird, the way it's written. It's like she's talking to you, the author, like a kind of storyteller's talking to you, which I found a bit strange, and I had to read it twice. But I'm actually really enjoying it. It's quite addictive. I couldn't really put it down once I started getting into it, and I'm really excited to carry on. I think it's actually going to be really good, and I'm excited. Apart from all the you know, the heavy stuff. But I quite like reading stuff like that. So yeah, heavy. I think it would be interesting to talk about, and I don't know. I feel like we should study these kind of books in uni. I think that would be so much more interesting than a lot of what we study. So yeah, I think I should become a professor and just do fantasy literature of the modern day, because there's not enough courses about that. So yeah, those are my thoughts. This is the end of the vlog, obviously, because it's now Monday. So thank you for watching. I hope this has been okay. I realise I haven't done any like in between bits, you know, where you do like nice videos and like music and all that. So this has literally just been me talking, so I hope that's been okay. Let me know if you don't mind that, or if you prefer to have much more music-y bits. I don't really know. When I watch vlogs, I like those bits, but I do tend to skip them because I kind of, yeah, I don't know, I'm impatient and I just want to hear what they're saying. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next reading video or vlog, whatever you fancy watching, very soon. Please subscribe and like if you would like to. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.